Welcome, everybody, to Life Not Supported. I found this game a couple of days ago, and I've actually really enjoyed this game a lot. Okay, so right now, I want to retract tether, and it pulls you down. We need to get our crowbar. Take battery. Dude, buddy. So, flying around, control will go down, and spacebar goes up. So this game is sorry, this game is in still like pre-development. Okay, you can see at the top it's early access. So thought I grabbed the crowbar. There we go. Now we got the crowbar. So one thing that I kind of just looked past on day one, these little styrofoam coolers. You definitely want to break these things open, and there's like 2 bags of dehydrated food in there. Then if you hit these things twice, then you can actually get the scrap metal out of it. Boom. So we're supposed to strip this place down, get enough supplies, and then basically build our own. Now out here, all around us, you can actually see all kinds of different stuff basically, and we'll actually go to all of that and collect what we can. Some things are not collectible, like you can't break that apart. Can't. Oh, I took my tether. You have things like batteries. Come on. That piece of metal got in my way. So if you bump into something, you will and can actually move it. Thrusters in this game are a little bit wonky in the sense of it works real. I can't really complain too much, but if you turn a thruster on and then turn it off, you're still going to go in that direction. Going forward, backwards, is that I never had an issue with it in any of like the little testings that I did. The only problems that I had was with the up and down. Going up and down seemed to be a challenge. Didn't matter how much you hit it or how little you hit it, it just still would keep you going up and down for quite some time. So if you're trying to be precise, that's probably where it's not going to be too productive. Okay, so this other stuff that's out here, because like we're completely free floating right now. If you are free floating, you want to make sure you have a helium tank. Those are what you can see in slot 8 and 7 right there. We're gonna collect some ice. Looking at our inventory, we have a fair amount. So we want to use duct tape and place a makeshift item. So in this game, your roll of duct tape and your crowbar are your 2 main items that you're going to use. And I can actually see the other platform we're supposed to go to is right there. So when we want to do it, we open up our build menu. We just click on what we want to build. And it actually tells us already that we're out of resources. And we can land on it just like so. So now the little menu down at the bottom. Place and build a crafting table, place and build short range beacon, activate short range beacon, and use crafting table and craft zip containers. So let's see, the only things that I know we can't mine so far are these big asteroids. The short range beacon is actually going to show us, like if we fly off, it's going to show us where our base is actually. So I'm kind of looking around. I don't see a whole lot of metal near me. Let's see what we can build. So crafting table, we actually have enough for a crafting table. We'll just put it on the edge because why not? So you place the ghost image and then you enter in what you have. So it needs 3 more pieces of metal for that. Now let's go ahead and open up our crafting menu again, and it wants the short range beacon. So we'll go ahead and place that as well. Cancel the crafting menu, and then we put whatever we have left in it. So we actually need 4 pieces of metal right now. Minimum 4 pieces of metal. We do have an extra air tank. On the left hand side, you can see you have your health, your hunger, your thirst, and your oxygen. Your oxygen isn't actually like what you breathe. Your oxygen is what you use to fly around. Pretty much your oxygen tank. Take scrap metal. We can actually get some more over here. So I'm just going to end up collecting enough scrap metal so we can complete that build. Don't want to go too far because I'll straight lose my place. We actually got a little group of scrap right here. Alright. I do like this game. It's very peaceful. For right now, it's going to be very peaceful. There are no like entities or monsters or anything like that you have to actually worry about. Your common threat is going to be food, water, and there we go. Food, water, and we need to turn that on. Now when we leave this place, we can actually see it. Food, water, and then asteroids. So a meteor shower, I guess that's what you can call it. A meteor shower could come in through. So we need 2 more pieces of metal, and actually we can craft that right now. Did it go automatically? Yep, it goes automatically into our thing. We don't actually have to worry about that. So now we need to build and place an ice melter. I believe that is in the tape menu. So we go to this one, ice melter. Okay, so we need 4 more pieces of metal. You can see where the beginning of this game can be a little bit daunting, but once you get a little bit of a setup going, it's quite fun. Oh, I don't have any more air in my tank. There we go. Now we can fly through the atmosphere. Come on, go down. There we go. Ooh, battery and electricals. And then if we look right there, we can actually see where our thing is. That's what that little beacon did for us. I'm going to come down here and grab another oxygen tank. Ooh, gotta beat it off. There we go. Grab some metal. Kind of float around a little bit. Almost out of control, but you can guide it. Grab a whole bunch of metal actually. And then on our way back to our ship, if we can find any ice, because we might need some more ice. There we go. Got the ice. I see some more metal on our home ship that we were on. So it didn't show it, and I haven't seen it yet, but apparently we were astronauts in outer space, and somehow our ship got hit by a meteor, and it got blown up. And that's where we are right now. We're trying to survive in the depths of outer space. I do like how the music randomly kicks in. Okay, I already lost it. Wow. Oh, nope, there it is. I just wasn't looking properly. You don't want to go too far because then, yeah, you'll experience what I just experienced right there. So it wants me to finish this. Boom, insert ice, and then insert sip. What it does is that it melts the ice down, it'll fill up with water, and then it puts it into that little thing right there. I have more ice on me. Cool. And we have depleted another oxygen tank. We do need to keep our eye out for those. It seems like, because we're going to end up going over there, it's going to direct us to that. And then I think there's a couple more, and every time we go to those, we learn a little bit more. We upgrade the character, that whole, process of the game, the advancement part. And wherever we find those or larger pieces of debris is typically where we find food. Because just like looking around, I am not seeing any more styrofoam boxes. So we take our sip and we have our human waste. We actually want to save that. So we'll take our sip and we'll consume the water. Okay, and then that unlocked a disposable air thruster, which is using these oxygen tanks to propel us. And it's going to actually propel us, or tell us to propel ourselves to that location. So I'm going to go ahead and be proactive, and I'm going to go ahead and pretty much refill it and make it again. And then I'm going to actually craft one more sip. That way we have two of them, just in case. So let's see, we need to go to our roll of tape. We want this bad boy right here. So since it is that direction, I'm going to put it right here. If you wanted to rotate it, you can actually rotate it with the mouse wheel. And you want to be aware of what direction the nozzle is going. So the air is going to go out of the nozzle in the back direction and it's going to push us this way. If you have it go in the wrong direction, you'll definitely know it real quick. Okay, and then to do that, all you have to do is that. Just put an oxygen tank in it. Now, we can actually propel ourselves. And then if I turn it off, you'll notice that we still maintain a nice drift, basically. There we go. So we have multiple sips going right now, which is not a bad start. We got a couple of sources of water. We do have this dehydrated food, and after I think we do like one or two more steps, the game is actually going to teach us how to cook the dehydrated food. But I do like how it's peaceful. I don't like how the music randomly kicks in. It can be a little bit alarming, almost. I'm just going to grab this ice. See batteries and all kinds of stuff floating around. And you notice how we're still moving. We are still floating by. We'll probably get a little bit closer to it and it'll actually stop. But I'm probably going to gather a whole bunch more resources. Not saying fill up our pockets, but I would like to actually gather a little bit more. And then we're going to go head to that station right there. Now, that is actually going to be for the next episode, though. I'm going to try to keep these short, sweet, brief, just in case. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you want to see more of it. I do like this game. It is completely peaceful, like I said. I mean, as you can see, you have a beautiful... that's not Earth. But you have a beautiful planet to look at. It's completely quiet out here. Once we see a meteor shower, then you'll definitely maybe think a little bit different. But it's still a very, very nice game. When you first log in, it actually lets you know when the next update is coming. The next content update is coming in a little over 18 days from now. So in about 18 days, this game is going to have an unknown overhaul. And couldn't tell you what's going to be put into it. I've been checking their page daily. And I highly recommend that you go to Steam and you check their page out. This game is really, really fun. And like I said, for a survival game, This is probably the least stressful survival game I've played in quite a minute. I've played quite a few survival games. So, in the next episode, till the next episode, I will see you later.